Okay, let's talk about what's happening in AI right now, in 2025. Because this isn't just another update, it feels like a fundamental rewiring of our relationship with technology. Seriously, the ground is shifting right under our feet, and the pace is it's accelerating in ways that are kind of hard to wrap your head around.
You've probably heard this quote, and honestly, it's dead on. If you're still just prompting a chatbot, to write an email or something, you're already behind. That whole idea of talking to a box is quickly becoming a relic.
I mean, the pace is just that fast. What felt like the absolute future just a few months ago, that's now the baseline. A whole new frontier has opened up. So, what exactly is it? Well, we have officially entered what people are calling the agentic era, and this is the fundamental shift. We're moving from an AI that just processes information and spits it back out to an AI that can actually take action on your behalf. It really is the difference between an AI that talks and an AI that does.
I love this way of putting it. Think of them as silicon-based employees. And no, we're not talking about slightly smarter chatbots here. These are autonomous agents designed to handle multi-step tasks in the digital world, all without you having to constantly supervise them.
So, how in the world did we get here so fast? Well, if you look back at 2024, the whole obsession was just making models bigger. The philosophy was just bigger is better. But in 2025, the focus has completely pivoted. Now it's all about efficiency and reasoning. Instead of just raw size, we're giving the AI more processing time to actually think before it acts. That's what inference time compute means. And that leads to way smarter, more reasoned outcomes in real time. And, this shift has given rise to a whole new generation of AI models from all the major players. So let's take a quick look at the titans that are really defining this new agentic landscape. First up, you've got OpenAI's O3 model. The key number you need to know here is 87.5%. That's its score on a benchmark that tests for human-like reasoning on brand new, unseen tasks. This is a massive leap. We're talking about an AI's ability to actually think and solve problems, not just predict the next word in a sentence. But here's the catch with O3. It's so powerful and so meticulous that it's often kind of slow. Using it for a simple task is just massive overkill. I heard someone say it's like hiring a PhD to write your grocery list. And that's exactly right. It's built for complexity, where you need absolute precision, like in math, science, and coding. Then you've got Google, and they are leaning hard into the doing side of things. They have something called Project Mariner, which is an agent that can literally take action inside your browser. So it's not just telling you how to book a flight, it's actually doing it for you. You combine that with its incredible speed and a massive 2 million token context window, which basically just means it has a ridiculously good memory. And you can see Google is building a really practical, action-oriented powerhouse. And this is not just a two-horse race. The arrival of DeepSeek R1 from China has been called a Sputnik Moment for AI. It basically proved that you don't need a $100 billion setup to build a frontier model. It completely shattered the illusion of a US monopoly, and it's signaling this global commoditization of intelligence itself. It's a huge deal. So if you're trying to keep it all straight, there really is no single best model. It's more helpful to think of them as archetypes. You've got the thinker, which is OpenAI's O3, for that deep, complex reasoning. You've got the doer, Google's Gemini 3, for getting things done fast. And you've got the disruptor, DeepSeek R1, which is making powerful AI accessible to pretty much everyone. Okay, so all this power is great, but how does it translate into tools that you and I can actually use? Because with these new capabilities, there's also a flood of simple GPT wrappers, apps that are just a thin layer over a basic chatbot. The real key is to find the tools that are truly leveraging these new agentic capabilities. Here are 3 amazing examples. For developers, there's Windsurf. It acts like an autonomous agent to fix bugs across your entire project, not just suggest a line of code. Then there's Google's Notebook LM, which is wild. It can digest hundreds of pages of dense material and literally turn it into an audio summary for you. And Perplexity Deep Research, it's like a full research assistant, creating comprehensive reports from dozens of sources. They're actually doing the heavy lifting. So, what does this all mean for us, right? This whole agentic shift has some pretty profound implications for our skills and our jobs, and it starts with the very way we interact with AI. Look, this might be a blunt, but it's a necessary reality check. The skill of meticulously crafting the perfect multi-paragraph prompt, it's becoming obsolete. Why? because the models are getting smart enough that they just don't need that level of handholding anymore.
The change is a move away from prompt engineering to what's being called intent-based computing. You no longer have to tell the AI how to do the task. You just state your goal, your intent, and the AI is now smart enough to ask you clarifying questions to figure out the how all on its own. It's a total reversal. And the ultimate goal here, the real endgame, is invisible AI. It's not about another app you have to open and type into. It's about technology that's so seamlessly integrated into your workflow that it just anticipates your needs and works quietly in the background to help you out. So this leads to the critical question, right? If prompting is on its way out, what is the new skill we all need to be developing to stay ahead of the curve?
Well, the value is shifting from just using the AI to managing it. The crucial skill for professionals now is designing and overseeing systems where humans and AI agents can work together safely and effectively. It's about building the guardrails, the workflows, and even the legal frameworks to deploy these incredibly powerful tools responsibly. Which, when you step back, brings us to the big picture takeaway from this entire shift. It's a truly fundamental change in our relationship with computers themselves. For decades, we've given computers explicit commands. Do this, do that. Now we are entering an era where we collaborate with them as partners to achieve a goal. The tools are here, the speed is here. The only real question is our willingness to kind of let go of the steering wheel. And you really can't get too comfortable because 2025 is just the beginning. If this is the year of the single agent, 2026 is projected to be the year of multi-agent ecosystems, where our personal agents will negotiate with travel agents and hotel agents on our behalf. This is the pathway toward a truly autonomous economy. So, I'll leave you with this question. With all this new capability, but also, all the risks, what is the one task in your own life that you would genuinely trust an AI agent to handle for you right now, completely on its own? It's a question I think we'll all be answering, and probably a lot sooner than we think.